Welcome back everyone, it's Haz here and with another fun Stranger of Paradise build video for you all, this time for the Night Advanced job. The Sentinel is super relaxing and easy to play, specifically designed for people who might prefer a slower, more methodical approach to Final Fantasy Origin, and gives you that nice sword and shield experience that you get in most action RPGs. It has fantastic defense, self-healing, and while not as strong as our Ronin was, it deals decent damage, even while just blocking. As always, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to see more Final Fantasy content. Our main job is the Knight, for its Blessing of Light ability that unleashes a damaging shockwave every time you guard or parry, and for its exclusive job passive that gives you a 7% health per second regeneration aura every time you parry for 10 seconds. Blessing of Light will be actually your main source of damage, and each parry will give you one of the most powerful self-heals in the whole game. If you are worried about parrying, do not be. It will be easier than you think. Just wait until we get there. Our secondary job on the other hand is the Samurai, for its Meikyo Shisui job ability. This aura temporarily increases your MP generation through normal attacks, but it also gives you MP for every attack you manage to parry, as long as you are not hit. Getting hit by any damage will remove Meikyo from you. That is the base vision for the Sentinel: reliable, unbreakable shield guarding, MP and health generation through parrying, while reflecting damage as well. This build is not as affinity hungry to make it work, and so allows lots of optimization for dealing more damage or getting even more defensive. That will be up to you. We need 120% Knight, which will give us 16% guard gauge bonus, meaning we will take 16% less break damage while guarding. 120% Sword Fighter gives us 20% break gauge recovery speed while using a shield, and 120% Berserker refills our break gauge based on every damage we deal, including our Blessing of Light explosion each time we guard. And finally, 120% Liberator gives us 50% longer parry windows, making parries super accessible to everyone. As I said, this can be much further improved. Those are just the base requirements. I would suggest looking into Cyclic Warrior for more maximum break damage, Monk for additional maximum break points, and Knight 250% to apply stamina scaling to all your abilities. The Samurai secondary job, on the other hand, does not require any specific affinity, but I have some suggestions. Since it has no requirements at all, I like to use my general support off build that I will have a video on soon. 400% Void Knight gives us great MP generation, but also reduces the cost of all command abilities by 50%, making your secondary job the perfect buffer. 250% Samurai also gives you Power and Perseverance, that gives you a 10 seconds 50% damage boost after a job switch cancel, meaning when you switch a job right after an ability as animation cancelling. These two simple affinities are easy to acquire and are always useful in the secondary job, no matter what build you use. For commands, this build actually has a lot of freedom, as no command is required for it to work. I like to use Mighty Strikes, Provoke, and Bravery. Mighty Strikes will make all our attacks target enemy weak points, thus we will deal more damage. Provoke will decrease our overall damage taken, including break damage, and Bravery will massively increase our break gauge recovery to further perfect our defense. As I said, there's a lot of freedom here. You can also equip Flee for more break recovery, Chakra for ailment immunities, or any damaging command you prefer. Swayback is also a fantastic option for panic dodging to refill your whole break gauge. For mastery points and equipment stats on the Knight, I recommend focusing everything on reducing break damage and break damage while guarding to get the best results. Experiment with how much break damage reduction you need for your playstyle, and spend the rest as you like, either in MP generation or damage, or even buff durations. For your combo abilities, there is no specific combo I recommend, since most of your damage will come from guarding, and all abilities I use are strictly for visuals and my own enjoyment, except for one. Shield Thrust is a quite hidden gem of an ability, as the game doesn't tell you it's a parry. Shield Thrusts hold the shields in front of you for as long as you want, acting like a guard, and attacks with a thrusting move after you let go your ability button. The hidden part is that for a massive amount of time, that guard acts as a parry. I was not able to perfectly time it, but with 120% Liberator parry affinity, you can hold your shield up to 4 or 5 seconds just guarding, and everything will automatically confirm a parry in that stance. This is absolutely bonkers and is basically a guaranteed parry anytime you desire as long as you have 1 MP bar. Combined with our healing on parry, MP generation on parry through Samurai, you can enter the enhanced guard mode on shield thrust and you will fully heal and fully regenerate all your MP during a, let's say, boss rush move, and each attack will be automatically parried. This is the ultimate move for the Sentinel and where its strength truly lies. You have shield thrust as a panic button that will completely fill up your character into a healthy state. Aside from shield thrust, as I said, customize your attacks and combos to your desire and the visuals you prefer. The playstyle for the Sentinel is really simple and basic, so there isn't really much to describe after all of this. You keep up Makio and Blessing of Light as much as you can on yourself, and guard everything you can, while slowly practicing and mastering parries. Trust me, you will be a parry master in no time. Your break gauge will hold for every single attack in the game, and with proper break management you will never be broken. It's important to say that while holding the shield though, you regenerate break gauge slower, meaning you should lower your shield during downtimes whenever you can to speed up your recovery. Another important note for the Sentinel is that while this build is extremely tanky while guarding, it will still be broken and can die very easily if you do not use your shield. Stranger of Paradise is a very punishing game, so you always have to make sure you're using some sort of defense, even if it's just as simple and easy as guarding. But that is the Sentinel Shield Master Knight, everyone, a build for shield lovers and everyone who prefers a slower and safer playstyle. This is by far my most relaxing build I used, and it's actually quite a great power fantasy being able to block everything in the game and just do break damage at the same time. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, or if you have any questions. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you all the next time.